Hello friends, welcome back to a Wednesday cooking, what is this? Cooking video. What? A cooking class. Let's show our friends what we need today. Today we're gonna show you how to make, what do you wanna call them? Chicken fingers, chicken nuggets, chicken strips. Chicken nuggets? Some chicken nuggets. They might be more like strips. So we are going to use, you don't need to use Parmesan cheese, but we had some left over from home that we're gonna use. We need
2 eggs,
some breadcrumbs, some chicken. I just got one breast of chicken. I'll show you how we're gonna cut that up in a minute. Can you go get the flour? Over there. And we're gonna need a little bit of flour. So we're gonna get our bowls together and we'll meet you back here. Okay, well, so welcome back, friends. So we're first gonna show you how you can make sure your hands are washed. We washed our hands. So first, I'm gonna show you how to cut your chicken into strips. Because you're just gonna get a chicken breast at your market. I'm gonna go ahead and leave this paper on the cutting board. Keeps my cutting board a little bit more clean. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to cut it in strips like this. You need a nice sharp knife. So here, this will be one. You kind of want to keep them the same length. Here's two. I might see, it's tricky, so you gotta just go carefully and cut what you feel safe doing. And then like pieces like with that, I'm just gonna cut that off and it'll go in the trash. If I was at home, I'd cook it up for the dog. But again, oops, really careful. Sometimes there's blood still. Just get rid of that. And then we're going to, again, I think I'm gonna cut this way now. Nope, I'm still gonna try this way. Here we go. Like this. And then one more, very carefully. Or you can make the decision, I don't want to cut my finger off today, so I'm just gonna cut it this way. And then I might do a little beating. And then I'm gonna come back and cut this 1.5 like that. And I'm try to get rid of some of this. By cutting it off like that. There we go. Maybe I'll take these pieces home and cook them up for the animals. All right, so now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces. You know, see how this is bigger than this? So if I'm gonna cook that at the same time, this one's gonna cook a lot faster. So we're just gonna make our pieces smaller so they cook at the same rate. We'll just cook that. So they're gonna kind of be like Odin said, chicken tenders. So let's just do that, little chicken tenders. Because that's the way this chicken breast wants to cook up, chicken tender style. We're gonna leave that one the same. All right, so we'll be back and show you the next step. Okay, so welcome back. Odin's gonna crack the eggs into this bowl. Odin, let's just start with 1 egg, okay? Just in case we don't need both of them. Take 1 egg and whisk it up a little bit. just gonna whisk that up, and I am going to take some of these breadcrumbs, and I'm gonna put it on a workstation, a little plate. Whip it up a little bit more. So again, you're just eyeballing it. You can always add more. If you have leftover of this, you aren't gonna want to keep it because it's gonna have like raw meat juice and whatnots in it. So I always like, if I have like some hard cheese, like a parmesan or something, I like to add a little cheese into my breadcrumbs. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that here, right on top, make it easy. And with my little grater, I'm gonna grate some parmesan. You're gonna want your oven preheated to at least 350.
I want now.
That's good, yeah. Go ahead and set it to the side because I'm gonna need that plate too. And you can mix this up. I think I'm gonna say I want a little bit more cheese in there. Like that. That looks good for now. Mix it up again. Here, I need this, like that. And then we're gonna take some flour and put a little flour on here. Your hands clean, Odin?
I think I need to go wash.
Okay, go wash, because I'd like you to help. All right, so what we're gonna do now is I have some oregano here, and I'm going to add some oregano to my flour. You just want to make sure your hands are clean because you're gonna be using your hands a lot in this recipe. Can't really see our faces today. And then I'm just gonna take a little bit of salt. And add it to, you know what I need is I need a cooking tray. I'm just gonna put a little bit of salt over my chicken. And my leftover just on my flour. Let me find a cooking tray real quick, because we will need that. Look how cute this one is. How nice and clean it is. We're going to want a little bit of parchment paper on that. There we go. All right, so this is how it goes. You're going to want a wet hand and a dry hand. So my left hand's going to be my dry hand. So here, Odin, will you take a piece of chicken and do this? Put it in the flour. Get your own over here. So first you're going to put your chicken piece in your flour and coat it really well. And then with your other hand, because that's the hand that's meant for the wet stuff, you're going to put it in the egg. And make sure you get it in the egg really well. And then you're just gonna come over and drop it in your breadcrumb and like little cheesy mess you've made. And do this. And coat it really nice. It's okay to push it down too, because it just kind of helps. And then it will go back over here onto your dish. Whoa, man down, man down. You all right?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't even touch the floor. That was good.
Only my knees did.
So go ahead and do this. Watch. Make sure a whole bunch is on, and then just kind of pat it in. dump this one in here. If you don't like touching stuff, you can always use a fork. It's just kind of hard because it doesn't always...
I sometimes like touching stuff.
I know, you didn't for the potato cakes, huh? Can you do the next one?
This one?
Yeah, it needs some flour on the tip. Like, yeah, go like this. Yeah. And then we're gonna go ahead and...
My fingers are chicken strips.
Your fingers are chicken strips. Put it here. So this is one chicken breast. This would be enough for you, one person to eat over, you know, maybe 2-3 meals. You can have some fresh fruit with it, or maybe some salad. Oops, I'm making a mess today.
Messes are easy to make, but it's harder to clean up.
Huh? Okay, I'll put this in the sink for now. Maybe we'll just have to come back and visit you guys after they're in the oven. Totally having a Zoom, so because I got a late start today, we're actually missing out on that. We would have been doing both. Yeah, and at spring break, so we don't have school. But we forgot Odin's iPad, so it's hard to do all those things without an iPad. Run the video and be in totally Zoom. You might need to make a little bit more breadcrumb mix, which is better. It's better to need to make more than waste it by making too much. You can always ask. Sometimes you can buy chicken already cut in strips. What I like about making our own chicken strips... Hold on, I'm gonna wash my fingers.
Because there's more steps. That's what I like.
What was that?
I like because there's more steps, and you don't have to like just dip it in egg and then dip it in flour and then egg and then breadcrumbs.
That's why you do like homemade? I like homemade because they just taste better. They're better for you.
Yeah, that's how it is.
Here, let's go over for a second. If you use like a cheese in there, you know, Parmesan and this hard cheese actually lasts a pretty good time as long as your fingers are clean when you're using it. It gives it a little bit more flavor. And you can always get your dipping sauces like barbecue or ketchup. That's great. Great work. Will you move the other ones around?
There's a little chunk in there.
A chunk of cheese? You don't want to have to crack another egg, so I'm hoping. But usually when you cook these, it needs to at least cook for maybe 20 minutes. You know, some of these pieces are bigger than others, but they're thinner where the others are shorter and stockier. Wait, I see some egg that needs to be covered. Okay, like this. Wait, needs egg. Don't forget the egg or that won't stick. Flour, then egg, then breadcrumbs.
I was just getting a little excited.
You're hungry too, huh? At least it's an easy cleanup. And we have one more. Oh, it's just gonna be enough egg, I think. Good. So we just used one egg for one chicken breast. You might find that you need more or less. These aren't going to be the sexiest chicken strips, the prettiest chicken strips, But you know what? It's not always about looks.
Little one.
Okay. I think that's just egg. We'll leave that to the side, otherwise it's just gonna burn. Okay.
Can I go wash my hands?
Please go wash your hands. All right, so here it is on the tray over our little mess, and we'll be back. All right, so here's our chicken strips and our friendly helper Odin. We ended up preheating our oven to 400 degrees, so we're gonna go ahead and slide those babies in there, and then we'll come back and check them in about 15 minutes. Okay, so we are checking these bad boys. They need to be flipped over. So what we're gonna do here, very carefully, without melting the camera, flip these over. And get the other side kind of crispy. I don't have my spray here. What I would want to do, I think I might have a little spray. Let me see. Up here, I have my camera lady skills are pretty sad today. I'm gonna go ahead and spray these. I would recommend you do this outside the oven, but since I'm running short fused here, we're just gonna do it like that. Okay, ta-da. Let them go. We're gonna let them go for another 8 minutes and then we'll be back. Hello friends. You didn't get to see much of our faces today. And hopefully this video is not upside down. We were upside down in Zoom. We forgot one of our devices, so making a video was a little challenging today. And we just didn't spend much time on camera. We did chicken nugget fingers, strips, and they were so easy. You didn't have to listen to us chat the whole time or look at our faces. We've had a big day today. It's spring break, so we don't have school, but we had other some other work to do this morning, helping a friend. So then we're here. Do you have anything to say?
I just say, so I might not eat it.
Oh, you might not eat it. Yeah, because we ate. We were so hungry we couldn't wait. But we're gonna take, there it is. We're gonna take this home and probably have it this evening. You can reheat your chicken tender nugget things. I have some barbecue sauce here. I know. There they are. That's what we wanted to look like. This is hot, okay? Cancel. We love you, but no thank you. So look at those. Those came out pretty decent. And look at that was one chicken breast. And look at all those chicken pieces that we've made. Remember, this is hot. Some of the ways you can tell your chicken is done, besides just cutting right into it, is just kind of pressing on it with the fork. If it's like really squishy, like you're gonna want it to feel like this part of your thumb. So if you just press this, see it has some bounce to it, but it's not super raw and rare. So what you're gonna want to do is let your chicken nuggets kind of rest for a little bit, and then we will cut into them. So let's see. I'm going to pick this one right here. And I'm just gonna cut open and see how nice and, oh yeah, they're done. Now if you cut it open and it's pink in the middle, you don't want to eat that. You want to make sure it's cooked. That's another reason why just letting them sit on the hot pan for a little bit will let them like finish cooking. You don't need to go cold. You want to eat them while they're warm, but just let them rest. So there you have it. We have some chicken nuggets and some sauce. You can cut up an apple or have some fresh fruit. We found some California strawberries today at the farm stand. Go get a strawberry. Let's show our friends how big they are. Go get one for us. What else? So that's it. Again, you know, I had an extra chicken nugget the other day. Look at the size of these. Look how big those are.
Can I get one for me? But this one has a hole in the bottom.
So look at how pretty that is. We can plate our food here. Have some chicken. Have a piece of strawberry. So remember how I showed you how we made pizza the other day, a single pizza? So if you had a chicken piece left over and you wanted to make some pizza, you could slice this really thin and place that on your pizza. It's really good. And again, I'm a barbecue pizza girl, so I take barbecue sauce and spread it on my pizza dough, and then the cheese, and then my sliced chicken. But for now, there we have it. Let's put another one on here so you can see how pretty and handsome they are. Ta-da! You can do it too. Once you start making your own chicken strips, you'll be like, that is so much better than the frozen ones I get. That is good and easy, and it gives me something to do in the kitchen. All right, my friends, we miss you so much. We look forward to sharing another recipe with you next week. If you have any ideas, please, for the love of ideas, put them in the comment box below so we can consider making something for you. If you have any questions about how to do this, I usually write up a nice description down below in the description area. All right, my friends, we'll see you soon.